Welcome back to part 2 of the Shane haircut series. I got a haircut, so I shaved my beard last time, now I got a haircut. People would be confused.
You make big changes in your looks, like about every 3 months.
I do, yeah, I do. I don't know. I think it's just because I don't really know what looks good, I guess, and I decide something looks good, and then I'm like, nah, that looks shitty.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe you're finding your style, but I also think it's cool to radically change the style every few months, and I think there's a through line to all of them.
Yeah.
But write in, let everybody know what you think of Shane's old school haircut.
Yeah,
I think it's an old school haircut.
Is it?
Did you go to a barber shop?
I did.
Did you ask for a number?
No.
Was there a picture of haircuts, and you said, I'll have a 4?
No, I told him, because Angie Stroud, friend of the pod, was like, you should get it cut like young Leonardo DiCaprio. So I was like, all right. And so I told him that.
It's good that you're able to take advice like that.
Well, I'll just take it, because I don't know.
I feel like if somebody told me how to cut my hair, I'd be like, fuck off. But then 2 days later, I'd be cutting my hair like that.
Well, I didn't grow up in Los Angeles, fashion capital of the world, so I'm not like a stickler about what I should and shouldn't do.
It's hard to grow up in the fashion capital of the world. I have a lot of pressure on me. I mean, see how I'm dressed right now. Black socks, black pants, black shirt, black watch.
It's all very, like, thought out. My outfit is not that thought out. Because I'm from fucking the woods. The woods of freaking West Virginia.
It takes a lot of thinking to put on 3 pieces of black clothing and accessories.
Well, yeah. Well, you just wanted to express yourself.
What I'm expressing.
All I want to express is my glands. Yeah, I'm like a dog. You gotta express my glands.
You said it really aggressively.
I gotta express my fucking glands.
Come on, man. It's the first 5 minutes. Don't talk like that.
Oh, you gotta censor.
Come on, man. Don't talk like that. Don't come on here and talk about your glands like you're some southern dog. I was in a 7-Eleven last night, and there was a small guy talking to a big guy. It was a small, homeless, methy-looking white guy talking to a big black guy who was maybe the happiest person I've ever seen. And the small guy was talking about women, where he was like, they say crazy stuff about us when we're not around. And then the black dude, who was a grown-ass man, was like, really? And he was like fascinated by everything this guy had to say. I don't know if he was just being nice, but he seemed genuinely to be like really interested in what he was saying.
Yeah.
And then they kind of walked out, and they were hanging by the door when I walked out. And I guess they didn't know each other, because the black guy said to the little guy, he was like, your name is 13? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, your first name is 13. And he goes, yeah, 13 Divine. Divin.
Is it a black guy also?
No, the little guy was white.
Oh, okay.
The little guy was a fast-talking white guy who just seemed like he had kind of meth narcissism, where he's just doing all the talking, and he just found somebody that was really interested in what he had to say.
Okay.
Whenever I go into that 7-Eleven, people are talking. People are having a conversation.
Which 7-Eleven is it?
It's the one down the road off of Riverside.
Oh, yeah, I remember, because the woman talks soft. The woman talks quiet.
One of the cashiers is a soft-talking lady?
She's very old. She's quiet.
Interesting. They have a lot of different people there. One time I went in, and there was seemed like it was his first day on the job. It was a gay fella.
They prefer to be called gay fellers.
He was a gay feller from what seemed like the same country as all the other fellas that work there. I said, can I have a 6 milligrams in? And he looked at me like I said, Bombadoo Kakakodu. And
did you say that by accident?
I have been having this issue where sometimes I mean to say, like, can I have a chili burger? And I say, like, Flombadoo. And then the guy's like, what is that? And I'm like, and I get mad.
Well, yeah, but if you say it to the right person, they'll know exactly what you mean.
You just need to find the people for you.
Yeah.
Because I went to a taco stand, and there was a Guatemalan man that didn't speak much English, and I said, well, I don't speak Guatemalan, you don't speak English, so we might as well talk gibberish.
Yeah.
So I said, and he said, and then he made whatever food he made, and it was...
exactly what you wanted.
It was Mexican food, but I'd never seen the shape of it before. I've never seen a shape like that. It wasn't anything like a burrito or taco. It was
like space food.
It was almost like space food, where parts of it were disconnected, but they were bonded to each other by some gravitational force almost.
Yeah.
And it existed tangibly, but parts of it were peering into another dimension.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was amazing, and I paid in scrams for it.
Oh, dimensional money.
Yeah. I gave him
cross-dimensional money.
I gave him fifth dimensional money, and it was really an experience.
Was it good?
It was the greatest food I've ever had. I've never tasted anything like it. And
You must have gone to a good stand.
It was a good stand.
Because I went to one time and it was awful.
Was it like 1,000 years of pain when you bit into it?
It was like I was trapped in an orb that, sentenced me to 1,000 years of pain. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen because some of the taco stands, they get some of their supplies from the fifth dimension.
Yeah.
So you get food that, your digestive system
Apparently there's a lot of creatures there though that love that. That pain feel. I think it's like how they have spicy salsa, but they have like a white person salsa, but then like the not white person salsa.
Yeah.
I think I got one of those.
Where they're like, do you want really scary or just a little scary? And you're like, I'm not a regular old honky. Give me the most scary.
Yeah.
But
then you're trapped in 1,000 years of pain. Your eyeballs, it feels though they're being gouged out once every second. And it's only like the food it doesn't take that long to eat, but boy, does it feel like that you've been alive for thousands of years.
Yeah, well, you kind of eat it in...
Time dilation?
Yeah. You eat it in almost every era of man. Yeah. So you take one bite.
You experience everything everyone's ever experienced, but unfortunately, it kind of focuses on the bad.
Yeah. One bite takes you back to the Jurassic period, but in the same...
I got ate by a dinosaur.
I appreciate you sharing that, because I know that's hard to say.
I got ate by a dinosaur. I have to do a worst life contest, so maybe I'll just make stuff up like that. I was ate by a dinosaur. It was bad.
I was ate... my best friend was Jason. He tried to kill me. And they're like, he's not real. And you go, he's real to me? I'm trying to win the contest.
Schindler's List? There was something like that on Mars, and it was worse, and that happened to me.
And I grew up on Mars. I grew up without air.
The bad part of Mars.
I was on the bad part of Mars.
The inner city part of Mars.
We have 2 colonies. One's good and one's bad, and I grew up in the bad one, which means there was less air.
I was the only human on the whole block.
I was the only human.
I was kind of the Eminem of Mars.
I was the Eminem, and everybody else was an alien, which is exactly how Eminem felt.
And so I can do space music really good.
So actually, it actually taught me a lot because I can do space music, and I have 75 moms, and they all died, and I went through that as well.
And they were all addicted to space drugs.
They were addicted to space heroin, which is 1 million times stronger than normal heroin.
Yeah, if I even look at it, it kills me. So I learned not to look at it.
It's called the Aphrodite of drugs. So pretty much that's what I came up with, but I guess everybody else had hard lives too.
Yeah, I have to drink a potion that makes you blind every time my mom would do that.
I've literally been on this planet 2 days, and I have to drink a potion to help me breathe Earth air. I'm not from Earth.
You guys want to buy a potion? I don't know how it would affect you guys.
It would probably kill you, but I'll sell it to you because I've had a hard life, so I don't care.
Yeah, I've been cutting fentanyl with Mars potions, and it's not only killed people, but they've imploded. They've imploded. And apparently they're not dead yet.
My shit's so strong that fentanyl actually stops the overdose.
Yeah.
You have to use fentanyl as Narcan for the shit I'm doing. You do too much of my shit, you need fentanyl just to live. And then you can take Narcan.
Yeah.
And I had to do that every single day since I was born on Mars, where I was born and raised with alien gangs and a dead mom who did space heroin. So I've had a harder life.
And also, I was born addicted to that drug, so that's why I did it every day.
And I'm gay, but space gay, so it's way different genders and different gender politics you can't even imagine, and I have nobody to talk about it on Earth with.
I have space AIDS.
I have space AIDS.
And the Grindr on there, it's so sexual that your penis rots off.
It's types of sexuality that haven't hit Earth yet.
And they're fucked.
Your penis will...
They're really messed up.
Your penis will
You think pedophiles are bad?
Pedophiles are good where I'm from. That's how bad. That's how bad it is where I'm from. That pedophiles are like the best guys. So that's
actually the most healthy sexuality is being a pedophile. That's how fucked it is.
The pedophiles where I'm from, they have sex with kids who haven't even been born yet in other dimensions.
So those kids don't feel anything,
but they know.
They have an idea.
And one of those guys was my dad who did that. So that's also part of my hard life. Which happened. I'm pretty much from space. So pretty much I'm from space. And a lot of bad stuff happened.
Yeah. So what? You guys got molested? Your dad died?
That would be
Whatever.
funny if you met a guy from Mars and you wanted to ask him all about what it's like being born on Mars, but then he just told you that he came from a rough family, and then you're just having a regular old bad family conversation, and you feel bad for him and want to comfort him, but you can't really steer it back to the fact that he's from fucking Mars and you want to talk about it.
You're like, what's inner city Mars like? And he's like, it's bad.
He's like,
anyway, my mom was neglectful.
And you're like, God damn, so it's the same? He's like, no, it's actually way harder. And you're like, that's not even interesting to hear. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy from, he's like, I was talking to a guy from Haiti. I was like, oh, so you live life on easy mode versus Mars.
What I would give to be from Haiti and not Mars. Because Mars is like the Haiti of the galaxy. So it's like worse.
Yeah.
So think about that next time. You think you're so fucking cool being from Haiti. You're actually
you're
rich.
from a housing project? That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Comparison to where I'm from.
I'm from a slum project.
I'm from the Hades vortex. That's the worst housing project in Mars. So I can't imagine an Earth project being any worse.
You think it's bad where you're from. Haiti donates to us. Haiti gives us money. That's how bad we're doing.
Yeah. They go to Skid Row, they're like, this is awesome. This is so much better than where I'm from.
What is this, Disneyland? And they go, no, this isn't Disneyland. And then you take them to Disneyland and they have a stroke.
They're like, this is why are there mouses walking around?
Why are there
This reminds me of Mars.
Why are there huge predators walking around? Mouses are predators on Mars. This is fucking terrifying.
Everybody's smiling. Smiling means something really bad where I'm from.
Mickey is the N-word on my planet.
Mickey's the N-word of the world.
You have a bunch of kids walking around with Mickey on their shirt. You know how fucking disgusting that is on Mars? Thank God we're not on Mars. This is practically a Klan rally.
If I told the people on Mars what you guys were doing down here, they'd blow this planet up.
They would blow this planet the fuck up. Holy shit. This is the worst shit I've ever seen. Somebody's going to blow your asses up.
They go on Space Mountain, they're like, this is good because it's dark. I can't see anything.
This feels like home.
Yeah.
I like going to Space Mountain. It reminds me of home. It's the only place you can get authentic space stuff. Space Mountain. I've gone to some laser tag places, but it's not really the same. As a guy from space, the best space place in California has got to be Space Mountain.
Someone took me to the ocean. I was like, have that in space.
Have that in space. This
is just space. You guys are trying to imitate space right here.
Riding on Space Mountain with somebody you just met on Earth, you go, this is a lot like space, actually. I don't know if you've ever been to space.
They're watching sci-fi movies. Like, 2001 is not realistic, to my experience.
No,
but most realistic space movie, Star Wars.
This is just ignorant Earth stuff.
Yeah, Star Wars is really realistic.
Star Wars really made me feel seen as a kid. Because I was growing up poor, just like Luke.
Yeah.
And taught me that a po kid like Luke with no daddy.
But stuff like 2001, it's fantasy.
That shit's like racist. Spacist. You know what's weird about spacist? I had a comic, Karen Haber, she's a nice lady, came up to me and she was like, your set was so funny, you said the word spacist. And I was like, I don't think I did. And she was like, you did. She goes, I know you. Your name's Cooper. You said that. And I was like, I don't know if I have a joke where I say that.
I guess you have to write one now.
Well, I just did. It luckily came around. Something about it, she like manifested it and it came up in this riff because that what I said fit.
Yeah.
Just by chance. So what you guys saw was actually pretty fucking special for all the motherfuckers saying that our podcast sucks and we have no charisma and we should stop lounging and talking in the most boring way
quit saying that shit
possible.
about Cooper and Cooper only.
Stop saying that shit about me and stop saying all this nice shit about Shane at the same time. I mean, it's just...
Literally at the same time, they'll say bad stuff about Cooper while also saying bad stuff about me. So it's two streams of talking while they're talking.
Somehow they figure out a way to type sentences over other sentences, and they say mean stuff about me and then put nice stuff about you on top.
And it's fucked up because we have to copy and paste it and put it into something else so we can see what they're saying.
I don't understand how people like love and hate this podcast so simultaneously because somebody sent in an audio recording of them listening to our podcast and pretty much as it goes back and forth between me and you talking, they go, "Aw," to you and then they go, "Huh." So if you listen to it, it's like, "Huh, huh," and they get so angry when I speak.
Somebody told me that they're a huge fan of the podcast and they blinded themselves in one eye so they don't have to look at you.
It doesn't even make sense because
it's really messed up.
I would still show up.
And you would still hear your voice.
You still hear my voice. So whoever did that, you're an idiot.
Dumbass of the week here.
Dumbass of the week, George Washington Carver, the guy who carved his eye out. That's why they call him that, motherfucker. Fuck you.
So, we invented peanut butter this week?
Motherfucker, fuck you, motherfucker.
We should bring stuff on the pod and just say we invented it.
Now that I like.
What do you got here?
Guitar.
You got a guitar?
Yeah.
What sort of food? Can I bring something out? Do you have peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some peanut butter.
Okay. Yeah, go look for some
Yeah,
peanut
I'm going to pretend
butter.
we invented this.
Okay.
We're going to cut this out of the pod.
Yeah.
So this is the new thing I came up with. It's called peanut butter. As you can see, I've really been enjoying it. I've ate quite a bit of it. It's called Laura Scutters because that was the dumbest fucking name I could think of, and I wanted people to have a little bit of a fucking laugh when they ate fucking peanut butter, motherfucker.
Well, you originally wanted to call it motherfucker butt nut fuck jizz.
Yes.
But you did some product testing and you found that mostly, housewives were buying it. And
yes.
They weren't really attracted to that.
They really hated the fucking name, and one of them shot me. So they shot me in the stomach, and I survived, but
because you didn't give a fuck.
I just don't give it. I didn't have any food in there, so there was no. When my stomach exploded, nothing fell into my body because there was no fucking food in there.
You didn't give a rat's ass.
I don't. Yeah, and I just I used all the energy from not giving a rat's ass.
Yeah.
To fucking power myself up
to make some peanut butter.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
So what do you use that for?
When somebody fucking farts, I eat it, motherfucker.
So when somebody farts,
fucking farts, goddammit.
You take a spoon and you just eat a tablespoon of it? And
I fucking put that shit on bread and fucking shit. You know, eating a sandwich and stuff.
What do you? Okay, do you just do the bread and just the peanut butter, just straight peanut butter sandwich?
It's a peanut butter sandwich is what I'm calling it. Thinking about selling and putting some honey on it, selling that to that motherfucker Elvis.
Yeah, I see you have a product label here with tons of nutritional information, and
that's just smart guy shit. I fucking am so smart.
But are you selling it?
Yeah, I'm selling it.
Because it's like ready to hit the shelf with how you've packaged it.
Yeah, I kept it in your apartment. You remember that? I came over, I was like, you're going to have to hide this for me so nobody steals it.
Is this in stores?
It's about to be in stores tomorrow. So whenever you see the podcast on Monday, it'll be in stores. I'll have all sorts of brands. This is the first one I ever invented.
How'd you come up with this idea?
I was eating some peanuts, and I was like, eating some butter, and I was like, we got to combine this shit.
You were eating peanuts and butter. You had a stick of butter and peanuts, and you were just eating them.
I'm on some different shit.
Like you would take a bite of the butter, then eat a couple peanuts and mash that together in your mouth. And you said,
I was like, somebody's going to have to make this its own thing because this shit's hurting my stomach.
Yeah, probably.
This shit was making me feel awful.
Wouldn't even taste the same. So you like how this tastes more than what you were doing.
My doctor told me to eat that, though. So I was like, what if I can make it its own thing? It's kind of medicine.
Your doctor told you to sit down and eat peanuts and a stick of butter.
I got some sort of fucked
up. For
up.
what reason?
I got a parasite.
How would that fix it?
Because they don't like that.
Just a bunch of nuts and butter?
They don't like that down there.
Why?
You say I got some sort of fucked up surrealist parasite Salvador Dali invented. I accidentally ate a painting, and I got it.
You went to a museum and you ate a surrealist painting, and now you have a stomach bug that is surreal, that feeds not off of like nutrients, but off of concepts or something?
Yeah, so he thought that the dumbest shit I could do was eat peanuts.
So you ate a surrealist meal.
Yes, I did. And I don't know, I tripped and I ate the painting. My shoes were untied. I fell over. I ate the painting.
Your shoes were untied and then your jaw got so big that it swallowed a painting.
Yes.
You weren't able to get it out.
Yeah, you know cartoons where the guy has, he's got, he's the outline of that?
Yeah.
That's not what it's like in real life.
What is it like in real life? What happened?
Shit, my body just absorbed that shit.
It broke it down.
Yeah, it did.
And then you pooped out a canvas with paint and wood.
I think it looked better that way.
Did you sell the poop as art?
No, I flushed it. Well, I don't know why I'd be playing with poop. I ain't like your guys.
What are my guys?
Fucking gay guys.
This is a terrible pitch. I gotta say, for your new product, you haven't even said if it tastes good. You've just said that you were prescribed surrealist food.
It tastes good, and it'll kill any surrealist bacteria you got, motherfuckers.
Why are you cussing at them so much?
This
is an ad for peanut butter.
This is my
Okay, you're
going to
run a product
This is
commercial. You're
persona.
going to run a commercial for your peanut butter. What does that look like? Ready, action.
Shit, motherfucker! I got peanut butter, whatever that fucking is. Put this in your goddamn stomach, cocksucker.
They're not going to run it on TV.
Why
you
not?
just cussed up a storm. You cussed
I'm
like
from
a
Brooklyn,
sailor.
man.
You're not from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn back when that was tough.
When it was tough to cuss?
Well, yeah, you
so
cuss
now
in
because
Brooklyn.
you're selling peanut butter,
You're from New York. I'm from New York
Well, you
City.
don't want just people in New York City to buy it. You want people in the Midwest to buy it. And they don't
You know
like
how many
that kind of
people live
talk.
in New York? 8 million people. Did you know that the most people of any city live in New York?
So you want to sell peanut butter exclusively to New Yorkers.
So most likely, if you ask someone where they're from New York.
You want to be the classic New York peanut butter brand.
I mean, I invented
Nobody's even heard of this product. You could sell it anywhere, and you're limiting yourself to one city?
Most stuff starts in New York.
Where do you live in New York?
Fucking East Village.
So you're from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
You live in the East Village.
Because I fucking invented this
And
product.
what do you do for a job?
I cuss.
You cuss and invent.
I'm like one of the best cussers in the rap
it's dark
scene.
in here, motherfucker.
I go to the rap scene and I don't even rap. I just go up there and I'm like, there's a lot of motherfuckers in this audience, damn it. And they clap.
You go to rap battles and say, there's a lot of motherfuckers in this audience, damn it. And the crowd
They
likes
never even
that?
heard of somebody combining two cusses. In
Oh, so you're like the
sentence.
first rapper that cusses. Because everybody
I'm not
else
a rapper. I'm
Okay.
a cusser. I cuss.
Oh, so you're so early into the rap scene that you're thinking that you could start a other genre called cussing, and that could be its
People
own.
like it.
So you'd have a
Real
whole-
New Yorkers. And you know how it is. New York's always 5 years ahead of the game.
the cuss game.
Game period.
So you think you could release an album that's you just being like, you're listening to an album, motherfucker, in your fucking bastard car, damn it.
Can I have that?
Yeah, sure.
That's how ideas are made.
I'm going to put this back in the fridge.
All right. I'm going to the fridge too. Because that's where all the cool products that have just been invented are. I invented mustard. You got some of that in there. I invented water. All right. Now I'm just like making stuff up. I did invent peanut butter though. Anyway, I never know what to say when Cooper's not here. Ooh, this is that other thing I came up with, damn it.
So what do you like about that? Can you tell us what it is?
I invented the grinder. This stuff has peppercorns in it because I invented the grinder. And now you use our app.
So the Grindr app was invented
by us, grinder inventors.
by the inventors of grinders to connect people.
They've been using it for some weird stuff,
What do you
but
use
we're
it?
fine
What
with
was
that.
the original use intention?
Just advertise grinders.
So you
I hired a bunch
download
of
an
gay
app.
guys. I hired a bunch of gay guys because they're good at advertising, and they used it for different stuff.
You downloaded
And that's
it.
not our fault, but I'm fine with it. I'm PC. I'm woke. I don't mind people fucking putting their penises in butts.
You seem really affected by that.
I'm woke. I'm PC, dude. Get all the AIDS you want.
I don't think that's PC to say get all the AIDS you want. It sounds a little homophobic.
Yeah, just a little bit. We are a little bit homophobic.
What would the intention of the app be? I don't get it.
To sell grinders.
But why wouldn't you advertise on pre-existing popular apps like Instagram and Facebook? Why would you make your own app that all it does is advertise? It's an app
when
of
were you
ads.
born?
1999.
Yeah, so you're living in the past,
Let me see
dog.
it. So you downloaded an app that when you open up the app, what do you see? You see a picture of this?
Penises. Hard penises.
So that was originally what was going on the app since day one was hard penises.
That's what I told them to post.
Why?
Because people like that.
How does that promote the grinding
You
of peppercorn?
send it to women, they like that.
So you send women a link to an app that if they make a profile, they could log on and see penises.
And it's
then,
gay guys' penises, so they're extra good.
And then while they are enjoying those penises,
They buy grinders. They
there's
talk
like-
to the guys.
there's-
They talk to what they think they're just talking to penises. They're talking to guys.
they're talking to guys who are salesmen.
Yes.
So you get on the app and you think it's an app to find penises to suck or fuck. And then once you talk to one of these guys, they just start telling you
about grinders.
about buying grinders.
Bingo.
So it's like a honey trap.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
Somebody thinks they're going to have sex, and then they're being sold.
I guess you.
What does a regular conversation look like? So let's say I'm one of these ladies who saw one of these gay penises that I like. So I message the profile. I say, hey, nice cock. I like their penis.
If you love this cock, then guess what else you're going to love is Grindrs.
What is that? You mean the app we're on? I love Grindr. Are you promoting the app we're on?
No. It's like you grind stuff with it. This fucking hot cock I have.
Yeah?
This is the only time you're going to see that because you ain't going to get it in your mouth or pussy. Or asshole.
Oh, well, I wanted to, but I guess if that's not what you want, I'll talk to somebody else.
They all selling
now
Grindrs.
I'm going to message somebody new. Now I'm messaging somebody new. Hey, what's up? I like your cock. Do you want to meet up and have sex?
Oh, yeah, let's meet up and have sex. But I do first have this product I want you to look at.
Is it a grinder?
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't want to buy a grinder.
Well, you're going to have a lot of tough times on this app. You bought an app called Grindr. What do you think this is going to be?
I thought it was to meet
You're dumb.
I thought it was
You're a dumb woman.
I thought it was to meet hot guys.
Yeah, we're all hot guys.
But you're just trying to sell me a product.
We're fucking gay.
Okay, so what if I was a man messaging? Okay, now I'm a man. Let's imagine now I'm a man. Hey, what's up? Nice cock. I'm gay. Do you want to have gay sex?
I like that you're gay because I'm also gay, but first off, would you like to buy a Grindr?
No, I don't. I only want to have sex.
Okay, then let's have gay sex and maybe we can look at the Grindrs.
So
this is how it started.
Okay. So then over time...
It became all gay.
You opened up the salesman pool to anybody can sell for the company, and they also don't have to sell Grindrs, and then it just became an app where rogue men met up with other rogue men and had gay sex, and there was no talk of peppercorn grinding at all.
It's kind of been a big issue for us, but it brings in the money.
How?
Because we subscriptions and stuff or whatever there's on that app. I don't know. I'm not even a part of it anymore.
I've been on that app. I've never seen any subscription ad for buying a peppercorn grinder.
It's not for peppercorn. It's for whatever's on the app. Like, I don't know.
So you wanted to sell...
I got other guys that are good at that.
You wanted to sell peppercorn grinders.
I'm just ideas guy.
And now you've started the largest gay sex social media platform in the world.
And that's just what a sort of business genius I am.
I think you fell into a money pit by accident.
Yeah. A pit of money. Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, you just somehow became like the premier gay sex app developer.
Quit being a bastard.
You'd agree it was a weird idea at first, and you almost should have...
All the best ideas in the world are weird.
You built like the perfect app for having gay sex without...
And a lot of people have told me that, and they say thank you.
It seems intentional is what I'm saying.
Well, it wasn't intentional. It's like, you just kind of run with what you have,
Yeah, but there were so many ways to sell peppercorn grinders.
Well, now I know that, but... And you have one, and you use Grindr, so...
And you're effectively out of the peppercorn grinder business at this point?
I'm out of the app business.
You're only in peppercorns? It seems like all the money is in the app.
Well, I still get the money. I just am not involved in the development of the app. I'm just the CEO.
You just pick up checks, and you let the board run it. And what do you focus on now? You're back to peppercorn grinding?
Well, I focus on that. I'm trying to think of new inventions. I came up with peanut butter. I don't know what's next. I have noticed that people's hair could use some, like, how soap for your hair.
Like shampoo?
Something like that.
Yeah, you could call it that. So how are you selling the peanut butter? Because you sold the grinders by inventing the app now known as Grindr.
Well, I know not to do that again.
Right. So how are you going to sell the peanut butter?
So, I started the site Seeking Arrangements. So, like, you're going to be arranged to meet some peanut butter that you can eat.
Why wouldn't you just sell it to a store that would sell it?
I've done that too. All of these things I've sold to stores.
You keep starting these person-to-person websites that involve eventually getting a product. You can just have a website where instead of talking to a human and becoming friends with them and then getting the product, you could just buy the product off the website. Like if I go on Amazon and buy a book, I don't have to talk to a guy and get to know him before he sells me the book.
I did have a website.
Seeking Arrangements.
No, a different website.
What website?
It's called ResidentEvil.com. It's a video game, and it's on consoles now.
And why did you make that website?
To advertise the peppercorn.
Okay, so to advertise peppercorn grinders, you invented the gay sex app Grindr and the
Resident Evil
now
series.
Very famous, like prolific, I think, in gaming series Resident Evil.
Yes.
To sell peppercorn grinders. Are there peppercorn grinders in Resident Evil? Because as far as I know, it's like mostly...
There's none. I just thought...
It's like a zombie game, right?
I thought zombies were big, and I thought if we made a video game, people would be like, oh, these same guys made grinders.
But what if they only like video games? There's completely different products. You keep inventing...
I didn't find out that people that are into video games also can't cook.
You keep inventing like revolutionary products to sell other products. Your main way of advertising is to create an entirely new product and then sell that product and then go, oh, well, I guess this business isn't selling the grinders.
You can just call me a dumbass if you want.
Why are you even interested in peppercorn?
Call me a fucking dumb... I don't know what...
Why are you interested in peppercorn grinders if you can develop an amazing video game and an app?
It's a video game series.
You have
that has movies.
You have like a clear talent for like digital media and social media stuff.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Why? What about peppercorn grinder?
Why do you give a fuck about it if you seem to have this intense knowledge and know-how of how to make a fucking video game?
Have you ever heard of a fucking polymath before?
What is that?
It's like a guy who can do everything.
So you're that?
Kind of.
And you're only interested in grinders, even though you...
I'm really only interested in
How'd you even learn to make
video?
How'd you learn to make video games?
It was a long time, but I figured it out.
Why?
It's easy for me.
To sell grinders?
That's hard for me.
It's like so hard for you.
Making video games and apps is easy for me.
But you made Resident Evil and grinders, so you were probably like, you have hundreds of millions of dollars probably.
I keep spending all of it trying to figure out this peppercorn stuff.
You just keep starting other businesses.
I know. It's
What other businesses have you started in an effort to sell peppercorn grinders?
Are you familiar with AMC?
The movie theater.
No, not the movie theater. The
network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad was my idea.
You wrote Breaking Bad?
I didn't write it. It was my idea. This other guy, Vince something.
But you came up with the concept.
I approached him. I said, I like your X-Files episode, so why don't we do this?
And the TV network?
No, I didn't do anything to the TV network. I was just asking if you knew because that's kind of their flagship series. But, yeah, he would always come to me with these ideas for the show, and I'd be like, no, don't do that. Do this other thing.
So you're a co-creator of Breaking Bad?
I guess so. People have called me main head writer.
You were the head writer of Breaking Bad.
I never wrote anything down.
You wrote what many people consider to be one of the best TV shows.
People would come to me with these ideas, and they'd be terrible, and I'd say, do this other idea, and they would do it, and... It worked out great. But I didn't write anything down.
But you'd be in a writer's room dictating plot. That's writing.
I told people that. I told people what to do. It's called being a boss.
And you're not at all interested in the writing of a TV show? You just come so naturally?
I don't like TVs. I don't like TV shows.
What do you think of Breaking Bad? Many people consider it to be one of the greatest
Sure,
TV.
It's one of the greatest shows ever made. It's easy for me.
But you don't care.
I just don't give a shit.
But you care more about peppercorn grinders.
I kept pitching peppercorn grinder scenes. I learned my lesson from Resident Evil.
Which was... I don't think you did. Because you did a whole other artistic venture in order to sell grinders.
He was supposed to be... I thought of meth at first. This was the one idea Vince had, is I said, why don't we make it about peppercorn grinders instead? And he said no.
So
and that's the only time anyone ever said no to me.
Instead of Walter White selling peppercorn grinders on the side illegally...
He didn't have a permit.
Or I guess he was creating peppercorn grinders.
Like he was creating the purest peppercorn ever.
He was manufacturing peppercorn and peppercorn grinders.
It was the purest peppercorn.
And then Vince said, I think it would be more interesting if he was selling meth.
I had heard of meth once, and I spitballed it out as the idea because I knew it was illegal. And then I was like, oh, this is dumb. I have peppercorn grinders.
So you think Breaking Bad would be better if instead of selling
I kept accidentally saying peppercorn grinders whenever I would talk about the meth in the plotting, because I said no. I came up with all that stuff that happened in the show. Literally everything, because everybody say another thing, and I'd be like, no, we're doing this. And that's why it came out like that. The writers kind of suck, honestly. They don't have good ideas. But I kept saying peppercorn anytime I would say meth, and they'd write meth instead. They thought it was weird I would say that.
Oh, they thought peppercorn was a code word for meth.
I think that is what they thought.
And then you sort of fumbled into writing the greatest show ever made.
Yeah, I mean, I thought blue peppercorn was a great idea. And
that's how they got the blue meth idea.
Yes. Well, I said, that'll be a good way to keep him away, differentiate him from the competitors.
Is it true that you helped found the Velvet Underground with Andy Warhol in order to sell peppercorn grinders?
I was born in 1997. That's way before my time.
Sorry.
No, I
didn't want to sound
I didn't.
unrealistic here. I must have got the band wrong.
It's a different band.
Okay, what band?
The Beatles.
The Beatles. Sure. That matches up. That timeline works fine.
The Velvet Underground was too far ago.
Yeah.
The Beatles was more my generation.
So you helped found the Beatles.
Yeah, it was mostly, they were going to go door to door selling grinders.
When you, John, Paul, George, and Pete were all young guys.
I said, we got to get rid of this Pete guy.
You said, let's get rid of Pete, exchange him with Ringo.
I know that my homeboy Ringo, he's good on the drums.
He was your homeboy.
He's my homeboy.
So you were a young fella in Liverpool, and they had music dreams.
I was on vacation.
And you were on vacation. Okay, so you were just stopping in. You met the Beatles.
Yeah.
And you said, I want to sell peppercorn grinders. Why don't you guys sing songs about peppercorn grinders? And then
I didn't mention the songs part. I didn't tell
So what did you say to him?
Well, I would do my own little songs to, like, To
what?
To get them hyped up.
You wrote songs to get the Beatles hyped up.
Yeah.
And you'd approach them with those songs. What songs?
All You Need Is Love. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
You wrote All You Need Is Love and I Want to Hold Your
Hand.
Hand.
I also did a bunch of covers of old blues musicians. They weren't familiar.
You would show them this.
I would, yeah. And I would play my little guitar drum bass thing. I have like one.
You could play the Beatles songs by yourself.
Yes.
And you wrote them. And you showed it. Why'd you show it to them?
To get them excited.
To do what?
To sell peppercorn grinders.
You wanted the Beatles to be salesmen door to door for peppercorn grinders, so you wrote songs to hype them up, and then they said, these are actually pretty good songs, and they stole your songs.
I don't...
You know those are like two of the most famous songs in the world now? Did you get any money?
I don't really keep up with that.
Do you know what they did after that? They became the most famous band of all time. They became so famous they stopped doing live shows because people would scream so loud they couldn't even hear themselves. You don't know what happened to them?
Paul and John?
Yes. John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
I kept up with John a little bit. Not John, George. I kept up with George a little bit. Did
he tell you?
No.
That they were finding the most success anyone's ever found? What would you talk about? Peppercorn grinders?
I mean, I would bring it up.
You would talk.
I knew he was in Monty Python.
You knew George from Monty Python, not the Beatles.
Life of Brian. He produced it, and he was in it.
That's how you know George Harrison.
I didn't know where he got the money.
Of Life of Brian.
I didn't know where he got the money.
He got it from being a Beatle. One of the most famous bands of all time.
I mean, I've heard of the Beatles.
What bands do you listen to?
Zog. Blurg. G-Mid. That stuff.
I've never heard those sounds before. What?
I don't know.
Where are they from?
The Galaxy.
What kind of music do they play?
Space zooms.
Space zooms?
Space zooms. Space zooms.
What does that sound like? Can you give us a rendition? So the kind of music you like is from bands like Zog, Berg, and what was the last one? Garum?
Yeah, something
and
like that.
And they play something called spazooms. That sounds like do they play instruments?
No.
So it's a cappella.
It's not a cappella.
Are they singing though?
They play stars.
They play stars. They like touch stars until they make sound, and then
the stars scream in agony.
That's funny. I actually just read a science fiction book about how when you travel at high hyperspeeds, you suck life from stars in the fifth dimension.
It's probably based on that.
And they scream.
It's probably based on that, yeah.
So what you listen to
I just got sick of the
is a concept that was
stuff.
enumerated in a science fiction book I read that's literally by chance from 1974. It's the kind of music that you listen to.
Yes,
the sounds of stars dying.
Probably came out around that time. Yeah, probably.
So you've heard of that, which I've never heard of, which I don't think anybody's ever heard of. I don't think most people know that's possible.
I knew the Beatles were musicians. I didn't know they were doing my songs.
You knew they were musicians.
I didn't know they were doing my songs.
You didn't see when I Want to Hold You.
They told me about it a little bit.
Did you ever listen to the radio at that time? Because they were all over.
No, I like silence. I like to just... You know,
You just want to chill.
it.
You just
yeah,
kill.
Just get chicken. Yeah.
You just kick it. Chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
You just
sit there and chicken.
You sit on your couch silently, or sometimes. How do you listen to the space music? What does that come out of? Can you listen to that on the radio or a CD?
No,
or
not
cassette?
really. Not really. I like their live performances personally.
How do you see a live performance? You just hear it by
Well,
chance?
I have a lot of money.
So you go to like Zebulon 04 and then some.
Oh yeah, I'll go to the hood for that. Zebulon
okay.
04, I'll go to the hood. Whatever.
What's a nice part of space? Sorry.
Oh, a nice part of space? Fucking Noobga. Yeah.
And some of your...
Nebulon 04. I'm trying to get fucking mugged.
Yeah, okay. And some of...
trying to get mugged.
Some of your...
Yeah, I got to go to the projects.
Sorry, I'm just making up words here. I didn't know that was a real place that you've been to, and apparently sucks.
It's just really dangerous.
Okay.
We wouldn't fit in there.
So you go...
We're not made of light.
Wait, beings made of light, are they live in bad areas?
Those ones?
What kind of beings live in good areas?
They're all... This guy's never been to fucking space before.
I've never been to space before. I didn't know this character is the same guy that grew up on Mars.
No, it's not. It's a different character.
Okay.
Welcome to the sci-fi episode of Dagnabbit Boys. We should edit the Star Trek soundtrack to the opening.
We should have a science fiction podcast where each week we riff science fiction plots. It'd be better than what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, this we're really inconsistent.
All right, let's do it.
Oh yeah, we can go back. We'll go back.
What's the setting of the science fiction?
My
Earth?
My nana's shower. My nana's bathtub.
We open up on
My
an old
nana's
woman's bathtub. Is she in the bathtub?
No.
Okay, it's an empty bathtub,
There's water in it though.
but inside the water
But you're waiting for it to drain.
You're waiting for it to drain. But
I was staying over. I was watching TV. She had cable.
Okay. Are there galaxies in the water? Microscopic galaxies?
I was watching Wonder Shows in.
Okay.
She had MTV too.
All right. So
But it was
now,
kind of scary. I was 9 years old. It was kind of scary to me.
right now, this is a very realistic story. Nothing about science involved. Does somebody pop into the living room? Does something land on the front yard?
My brother comes in the living room. He was using the bathroom.
Okay. Your brother who was just in the bathroom, he just took a bath, I guess?
No, he's in the other bathroom.
Who was in the bath then? Why did we
It was me.
You took a bath.
I got out of it.
You took a bath. You
Then
got
I
out.
went in to go to watch Wonder Shows.
Now you're watching Wonder Shows, and your brother just walked in, and you're watching TV together now.
Yeah, and
And-
my papa came out and said we were being loud.
Okay, and
They had this grandfather clock. It would go off once an hour.
is anybody getting in a spaceship anytime soon? Are any aliens coming down? Are beings coming up
wanna
from
keep
under
it
the
low-key.
earth? Well, it's just not science fiction, Shane. You're just describing a day at your grandma's house.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but it's not
There was no
interesting.
stress. It wasn't very stressful.
This is a story without conflict or struggle.
Yeah.
That's not science fiction, though. There's no science.
There's struggle in that story.
Such as what?
Imagine, how the only peace is felt in my Nana's house. It's some struggle.
Yeah, but that's not science fiction.
I guess.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay.
A man and a woman, they're both in chrome, skin-tight spacesuits with bubble helmets on. They're on Mars. He's taking readings of the Earth. She is in the space shuttle doing some calculations on the computer.
All right. She turns to him. She's like, "This is stupid. Let's stop doing this." They get in the spaceship, go back to Earth.
Okay.
And they take off their
They were on
spacesuits.
Mars. Now they're back on Earth. They take off their spacesuits.
He turns to her and he's like, "Let's never even mention that ever again."
Okay. They're back from space, and they're not talking about it again. Are they married, I guess? Are they in a home?
No. They just got back from space. They're walking around. They take off. They're wearing contemporary 2025.
Okay.
clothes.
But then they get a call from Space Commander Rex Harrison, and he says, "We need you for one last job on Saturn." What do they say?
They say, "We're done with that life. Never mentioned that to us ever again. We
And-
realized it was stupid." So then they go to see a movie at the Vista, One Battle After Another. It was a good movie.
Okay, they get out of the movie. They're driving home. What happens on the drive home?
Oh, he drops her off. She's like, "Thank you so much, my friend.
They don't
I
even
didn't
live
bring my
together.
car. I didn't bring my car."
They're just friends.
And then he drives home, and he's like, "I wish I could finally get the courage to ask her out."
And when he gets home, there's a spaceship on his lawn. There's an alien that pops out that says, "I've heard of you. You're one of the greatest space travelers in the world, and we need your help." What does he say?
Garrett, quit doing this prank on me.
Garrett is who?
Garrett is dressed up as an alien with a fake spaceship that's made out of paper mache.
Not even a real spaceship.
No, it's made
just
up.
his friend Garrett the whole time. And what does Garrett say to that?
What does Garrett say to that? He's like,
I got you.
I got you again.
I'm not an alien.
And then he's like, I can't believe I made up this fake job about being in space where I'm not actually in space ever. And that stuff's
so
not even true.
None of it happened.
Yes.
But then he's been lying about going to space this whole night, but then he goes to sleep that night and he awakes to find a real alien, not his friend Garrett, at the foot of his bed. He can't believe it. He can't believe all the things he's lied about are true. It's an actual real alien. There's no denying that. Definitely a real alien, and it wants his help. What does the alien say?
I'm a fake alien from your subconscious. I don't actually exist.
So just a dream, not real. Once
and
again,
he's
not
like,
real.
"Oh boy, man, my brain makes up some crazy stuff." And then he goes to sleep again, back to sleep.
But then when he goes to sleep, he actually wakes up on Mars in a spaceship because he's in space and he's a spaceman.
So yeah, he wakes up in the neighborhood on Mars in a spaceship on space because he's actually in space. Los Angeles. It's a neighborhood in Los Angeles that he lives in.
He's not
a
in
Mexican
space,
neighborhood.
Just a Mexican neighborhood in Los Angeles that he lives in. Okay, what's his job then?
Bread truck delivery.
So right now, he's a guy that delivers bread and lies about going to space. He has a female friend that he has a crush on. Never been to space, not a science fiction story.
Yeah, and he says at one point, "Hey, whoever's reading this, just kind of forget about the whole space. It's a footnote. It's forget about that."
All right. Well, you've fully crushed that story. Let's open up a new one. A man is in a digging machine 20,000 miles below the crust of the Earth. He's trying to reach the center, and he has his partner, Captain Zorgadov, who is a crab-like alien that is based off of Zoidberg from Futurama.
Okay.
He's sitting next to him, and
So he comes out of the
trying to reach the center of the Earth.
And so he comes out of the psychedelic trip, and he's like, "Woof, that was a wild one." Anyway, I'm gonna go to work at the advertising exec place. Well, I'm an advertising exec.
So he's just an ad exec who had a weird dream about going to the center of the Earth.
Psychedelics.
And he did psychedelics as well.
He did psychedelics, so he imagined it.
Okay. But then he goes to work, and their newest... Okay, everything is normal. He has a normal day at work. He's on his drive home, and then he sees
nothing weird happens.
Okay, nothing on the drive home happens. Not even a thing to deny. Not even letting me get that far. He drives home and walks in, and his wife is there, and she's standing with a guy from the space agency. He wants his help. He wants him to go to space.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm from Sea Org of Scientology," and his wife was trying to escape Scientology, and he said. And the guy points to him and says, "I don't like how you guys pretend or have like alien stuff, but there's no alien stuff because alien stuff isn't real." And that's what happens.
His wife is a Scientologist?
His wife tried to escape Scientology. And then she's like, "Whoo," and then he kicks the guy out. And she's like, "Woof, let's not mention that again."
So how does
That's not interesting.
All right. How does the story end? Because nothing's happened.
He goes to sleep. Well, that was fun.
That was
fun. We figured out a lot. I got to go to the movies.
Okay. Well, I'll let you go to the movies. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming, and just stay funny.
Stay funny, everybody.